December the 2nd, 2019 was the 90th anniversary of the listing of Caterpillar stock on the New York Stock Exchange. To celebrate, we headed to New York City to ring the opening bell and learn more about the NYSE. Chris, can you just tell me some of the history of the New York Stock Exchange, the building we're in, where we are, and why it's so important for the capital markets?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. The New York Stock Exchange has been at the corner of Wall and Broad for 227 years. We trace our start back to 1792, when 24 brokers used to meet under a tree planted in the middle of Wall Street to trade securities back and forth. We're proud of being here for 227 years, and really the primary aspect of the NYSE is to bring capital to companies so they can grow, prosper, and create jobs. So we have 2,200 companies on the New York Stock Exchange, valued at about $28 trillion, the biggest exchange in the world. Caterpillar has been listed as the 60th company in terms of ranking for length of listing. It's really a terrific history. And if you think about when Caterpillar came to the New York Stock Exchange, December 2nd, 1929. We have the 90th listing certificate. I hand out very few of those throughout the year. When Caterpillar first traded on the New York Stock Exchange, the value of trading on that first day was about $21,000 of stock that changed hands. Every day on the New York Stock Exchange now, Caterpillar trades about $500 million, $500 million every day. If you had the foresight to buy some Caterpillar stock, you'd be doing very well right now.
An investment in one share at the time of the listing was worth $56, is now worth $75,000.
Yeah. And there are two real things that separate the New York Stock Exchange. One is our designated market maker. So Caterpillar has a market maker that is responsible for trading your stock every day, in good times and in bad times. And then we have our floor community. The number of humans on the floor has certainly decreased, but their importance has remained. Our closing auction every day is about a $12 billion trade, and a third of that volume still comes from the floor community.
It's where all the magic happens.
Yep.
It's where Cat trades day in and day out. I'm watching, to see what's going on in the broader market, all your peers, price of oil, a lot of different things that go into my daily trading decisions. The volume on any given day is like a barbell. It's heaviest around the open and around the close. Ultimately, the closing price is what some would consider the most important price of the day because it's used to figure out where the different indices close and so forth and so on. When I started down there 25 years ago, and actually first in 1986 when I was in college, everything was done on paper. Everything was word of mouth. Your word was your bond.
Can you explain the importance of the jacket and the colors? Because obviously when you go down on the floor of the exchange, you see people wearing different colors.
It really is a tradition now, right? You're required to wear a jacket and tie on the floor every day. But back when there were 4,000 or 5,000 people on the floor, you needed to be able to pick out the players in a trading crowd, especially when you had a very active crowd where there might be 25 or 50 traders.
Ultimately, what the exchange has to do is keep investor confidence in the marketplace. Our stocks trade with tighter spreads and with less volatility, and that's what's important to investors, and it's also important to Caterpillar. And we truly believe that the intersection of humans and technologies is the best way to do that.
To have a human being at the point of sale responsible for the trading each and every day and each issue is a game changer.
We call ourselves the greatest community of companies in the world. The only reason we could say that is because of companies like Caterpillar. So thank you for the last 90 years.
It's an absolute honor for me to step on the floor every day. To be associated with an iconic name like Cat is a pleasure. And I hope to be here for the 100th anniversary.